Hello guys, today we will be playing, not playing, hello guys, today we will be reacting to my dad's basement horror story animated. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. If you don't like scary videos, then get out of the video immediately. You have been warned. Alright, let's continue. Oh yeah.
I grew up in...
Did you hear that? Oh.
I grew up...
Did you hear that roar?
I grew up in what people would consider a bad household. My mom and dad were in a bad relationship.
Bro.
They did nothing but argue every day. My
Then
mom
get a divorce. Get a divorce already.
complained that my dad would stick in the basement almost every day and never spend any time with me. And my dad would always have the same response, that he's doing research down there. The only problem was that we were prohibited from going down to the basement. 3 locks were built into the basement door, and he kept his one key on his old key ring. The key had a torn blue sticker at the bottom of it with a brown rusty tip. However, my mom finally got a hold of it somehow. And that same day when I came home from school, Dad suddenly told me she left us for another man.
Oh no, that's not a good sign. Wait, is it recording? Yes, recording. Oh no, that's not a good sign. She's in the basement. She quote unquote left after after your mom found the keys. No. That means she's in the basement locked up, like getting tortured and mutilated or something. Well, before the video cuts.
He seemed truly broken and sunk in his misery.
He's lying.
So I tried pretending to be normal at first. But I couldn't stop crying like a baby when I finally got back in my room.
Yes, that's a normal human response.
After a few months of emotional breakdowns, my dad finally got over it. Furthermore, he started to visit the basement more consistently to the point where I would feel like I lived alone. I kept thinking my dad was working very hard, since I saw him being very distraught after coming upstairs from the basement. I thought everything was fine, until I started hearing noises at night. They weren't just regular noises.
Oh no. The basement, that might be your mom. That might be your mom, literally. Yeah, that's her mom. That's his mom. Oh, he's a boy. That's his mom.
It was kind of someone's crying and scream of agony. But the most disturbing sound of all was the sound of growling, like some kind of beast would exist down in the basement. The next morning I complained to my dad, but he acted like he had no idea what I was talking about as he walked past me to get ready for work. So I just shook it off, assuming that he was watching some...
Oh no, the meat, you might be eating your mom. Da-na-na. You might be eating a part of your mom. Because that meat is suspicious. That meat is kind of sus.
Horror movie down there. Or if I was just imagining the whole thing.
No, you're not imagining.
I went back to my room. As it was the weekend, I was ready to catch up on some Saturday morning cartoons. I turned on my TV, and as I got ready to change the channel, I heard a familiar name. The news reporter was naming over 40 missing people in our town.
What?
And my mom was one of those names as they briefly showed her picture. And
they're all in the basement. Your dad is insane.
Information. I was confused about who would file a missing person report for her, because my grandparents both died in a tragic car accident years ago. She had no siblings, and my dad told me she left us for another man. I wanted to inform my dad, but soon I was concerned it would make him depressed again. And in a way, I was still angry at her for leaving us. So I ignored it and changed the channel. A few minutes later, my dad came in to tell me he was leaving for work. He gave me a kiss on my forehead and informed me that he'd be back later that night. After he left, I invited my best friend Austin to come over. He then arrived shortly after, and we played a game on my PlayStation.
I know what to do. First, get the police. Then, unlock the basement. Then, you find a bloody. Then you find blood. You'll find a bloody mess.
As we were about to plunge
And you will find your mom.
into the game, we suddenly heard a strange noise coming from the basement. What was that? Austin asked, being confused. I don't know. My dad does some kinds of experiments down there. It's probably a rat or something. Austin looked amused. No, dude, we can't go down there. My dad said so, I said quickly, bringing an end to Austin's excitement. It has no reason to doubt that Austin was disappointed. Then he asked for something to drink, so I went to the kitchen to get some juice for him. However, I was hit with a foul odor of something rotting as soon as I arrived in the kitchen.
That's your mom. She's dead.
I looked around to see what could be the cause of the smell, and I found that the basement door was cracked open.
The basement door was cracked open. Oh no. Whatever creature is inside might be on the ceiling.
Went to close it, but the curiosity got the best of me. So I called Austin to help me investigate. We darted down the stairs to the basement, clenching our noses at that horrible smell.
Put on a
It
gas
was
mask.
dark until Austin found a light switch and quickly flicked it on.
Oh no.
However, we had to regret our decision
Turn on and run.
instantly after we saw the inside of the basement. There were people hanging from hooks with random limbs missing. As we were standing in horror, Austin clenched my shirt strongly. I could see the piles of feces and human remains contained within certain sections of the room.
Shoot.
But the most
I say shoot.
disturbing and
Boom. I say shoot.
disgusting sight of all was the cage in the dark right corner of the room. The inside of it seemed to be a person sleeping at first, but as it looked up, I quickly realized that thing was not a person. What is that?
A demonic
Austin
entity.
shouted, shaking with fear. I ignored his question. To be more specific, I couldn't answer. That thing was indescribably frightening. It looked like a deformed human with its mouth filled with crooked and ragged teeth covering a majority of its face.
Oh shoot. I say shoot. I say shoot. Oh shoot. It looks like it kind of looks like a triceratops. Like the frill of a triceratops. With the human face and two mouths. Bro, the abomination could be a part of your mom. And the other 40 people. Call the police. Call the police. Yes, call the police.
Its face pointed outward with creases where the nose should be. The eyes were bulging out of its head as it fixated its glance toward Austin and me. Food, it said to us slowly with excitement and a malicious voice. Then it started clawing at the iron bars of the cage with its needle-like hands. I sat there in horror until Austin
Run.
grabbed my wrist. We ran
Good job, Austin. Good job.
there scrambling for the escape and shut the door. After I made sure it was perfectly locked, I saw Austin sitting on the carpet floor with his knees to his chest. Once we had a few moments of silence, I then finally realized what really happened to my mom and those missing people in our town. At that instant, Austin muttered like this. Your dad, he was feeding those people to that thing. Now, what should I do now?
Oh, I thought he cut him up. I thought he cut the people up and fused them into like one corpse. Oh, okay. He's feeding the people. I thought he cut the people and then like stick them together into an abomination. That's what I thought. Well, if you enjoyed it, hold on. Well, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Also, subscribe to 1C Entertainment, and peace.